Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And what a matchup this is. Two survivors of the expanded college football playoff grind, two of the top 4 seeds when it all began. Both sides have been challenged and pushed all year and through the playoff. Now it's time to find out who can take that final step, as we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the South Florida Bulls, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. This one will be fair caught. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. He's going to hand this off. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that previous play. They try to run it with the option. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy and keep this quarterback from running.
Here we go now, 3rd and inches on this opening drive. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back at coming up with that conversion.
The Sooners have 1st and 10 here. Looking to pass this time. Lets it go quickly. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, you're going to load up on this running game, and you're going to leave your corners one-on-one. You better be ready when you take on Oklahoma. Think about all the receivers they've had over the years. Just off the top of my head, guys like CeeDee Lamb and Hollywood Brown, they get left one-on-one. They're going to make you pay for it. This receiver showing he's got the quicks to be able to win those one-on-one battles in soft hands. Good timing and a nice gain for the Sooners.
Second down play coming up. Here's the handoff. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's 3rd down and 7.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
The offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. The quarterback making some changes at the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires it to the wideout. but they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Aggressive start. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Hit as he gets the pass away. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Not much on the return. Tackle at the 17 and a big interception for this defense.
Oh, just a tough way to start this game for this offense. Throwing an interception on their very first drive. Now, see how their own defense will do, but they cannot panic, make a couple adjustments, and get ready next time they get the ball.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. There's contact on the throw. And that's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Important second down play coming up. There's the handoff. Fights through the tackler. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Got him. He's sacked.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
The Bulls will have to kick this away. Choosing to return the punt. And they've got the returner corralled. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. He's got a man down the middle. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33. And the Sooners will come to the line to crank up the tempo. They're going to run it. Finding space at the 20. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work. They'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. They'll change the pre-snap look now. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Pressure is coming. And a senior making a disruptive impact play.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. The attempt is no good. And with that miss, the score will stay right where it is.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
Here comes the Bulls offense back onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And they'll use the ground game here. Getting set. Here's second down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Lets it fly to the wideout. And the sophomore, a little bit too much air into that throw.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Receiver in motion now. He'll hand it off. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Third down, I think the defense is really expecting the ball to go through the air. Instead, the offense keeps it on the ground, gives it to one of the more skilled players, and he gets the yards he needs. Move the sticks.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Handoff here from the shotgun. Not much on that play. Brought down short. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. And the defense jumps on the football.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. They convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And he'll drop back here on third down. Defense is coming after him. Escapes the pocket but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
A lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. A solid kick. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The USF offense is back out there now. A fumble the last possession only led to a field goal. Can they shake off that mistake and get it going here? He's going for a big play downfield. Catch is made way down inside the 30.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Fighting off the defender. Did well to avoid a loss there, but it's no gain on the play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
The Bulls line up on 1st and 10 now. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to tack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
The shotgun handoff here. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the 1st down marker.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, USF.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Automatic on the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. The Sooners offense is back on the field. Settled for 3 last time. No doubt they're looking for the end zone in this possession. And looking to throw now on first down. He's escaping the pocket now. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. Going to bring up second down.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
Makes a quick grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. Able to move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. The Sooners hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
But when they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White, their Heisman campaigns and the accuracy that they threw the football with. Great example of that right here by this OU quarterback.
And now the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Throw to the sideline, steps out after a short gain. Crucial 3rd down play right here. From the shotgun, drops back. Here's the throw deep downfield. Pass hauled in near the 10. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch.
Boy, a great job of coming up with a huge play by this offense. A nice pass by the quarterback, and you look at the time here before we get to the half. They got a real shot here to put a touchdown up on the board.
Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. First and goal, an opportunity to take the lead before halftime. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. First and goal. Great chance to take the lead before halftime. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he runs throws it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, winding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. Man, that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off and hopes the defense can get a quick stop. The kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Here comes the USF offense back on the field now. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? First down, looking to throw the football. Looking for the wideout. It's caught downfield. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down. The Bulls come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. He hands it off from the gun. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Bulls. Now the all-important extra point. The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff to see if the defense can get its top and preserve that momentum. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here with the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? First down, looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit, trying to knock it through from 48 yards away. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit, trying to knock it through from 48 yards away. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. That's a deep kickoff, hammering out the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They get the second half started with their running play. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Well, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Keeping it on the ground here. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. The back's got it. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. They bring him down, but the game moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. This offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
No, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
Takes the handoff, heads to the right. He shreds the tackle.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
Ball handed off. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Back in motion now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Looking right, this one caught. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, South Florida. This quarterback on fire today.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Hands off to the left. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Here's the 2nd down play. Here's the option play. The back's got it on the pitch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
It's a solid run, gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Sooners will crank up the tempo. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. He'll look to throw it here on second down. Looking for his big tight end. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. An explosive game, big play, moves the ball inside the 40.
Chris, just a great throw here. Surgical and precise in doing what they need to do to be able to pick up that first down and keep this Oklahoma offense on the move.
Inside the 25. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. And the Sooners come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. That's a design quarterback keeper. The Sooners are going to keep this drive moving. A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And that run produces a decent gain. Offense facing second and goal. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
They line up on third and goal. Got to think this is four-down territory, down multiple scores. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution. Championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest thing that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Got it inside the 15. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here comes the South Florida offense back on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
I know this guy believes in his receivers, and I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there. But throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
Tough situation with the offense. Third and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made on the right side. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
You know, with the lead in the national championship in the second half, there are a lot of offensive coordinators around the country that would be more conservative, run the ball, keep the clock moving. I love the fact that this offensive coordinator takes a chance here, throws the football, shows the confidence he has in a quarterback, and it really pays off for him.
And some room to work now. Out of bounds after another huge chunk on the ground. What a job by this offensive line today. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And they'll go right back to him on first down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. It's an out route, the catch made, and he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
You'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Made the defense look slow that time. That's a huge touchdown. Still trailing, but a one-possession game with that trophy on the line right now.
Well, the national championship's on the line. The offense has done their job, and now it's up to their own defense. Can they get a stop and get the ball back to their offense with a chance to make this thing get really interesting?
The kickoff will bounce right into the end zone for a touchback. The Bulls offense back onto the field. Last possession produced a field goal. No doubt they're thinking touchdown this time. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Short throw complete to the tight end. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Handoff here from the shotgun. Ball is free in the backfield. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside and give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And he pulls in the catch. Tackle made after a big gain.
How about that play call here, Chris? I mean, I'm thinking they're going to run the football and continue to work this clock. This gives you an idea how much confidence they have in their passing game and this quarterback being able to throw the football with the lead in the fourth quarter, completion, and you're able to keep that clock moving.
On first down, it's play action. Running with purpose. It's going to be a loss on the play. Force out of bounds. Great play by the defense. Now it's second down here. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking to make a big play downfield. The Bulls will have first and 10 here. They'll work the clock here with the running game. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, USF. But they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. The Sooners looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Love those positive yards on first and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. No huddle now for the offense.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Tackle made with the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Here comes the up-tempo offense. Looking to pass here on second down. Tries the right with a quick throw. And he's got it. Good enough for first down yardage. And the Sooners are going to cash in here in the red zone. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And he'll set up to throw. The tight end has got it. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a first down and goal right there. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. We reach the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 8. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Second down, looking to throw it. He's running out of time here. They pressure him and sack him to be tackled inside the 10.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on third and goal. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Trying to throw for it on third and goal. Looking for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Well, hold on now, Chris. We're under 2 minutes to go, and these guys will not go away. They hit this extra point, cover an onside kick. You never know.
See if they can convert the point after. PAT up and good. We get a little bit closer. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the hands seem able to recover the football. USF offense is back out there now. Suddenly, this is a 3-point game in the fourth quarter. Interesting to see how aggressive they get with play calling. They picked up 4, so second down and 6 coming up. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense getting set. It's second down. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. Second effort. Their defense cannot stop him short of the marker.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and its running back and just keep working that clock.
The Bulls just hoping to run this clock out here in the final minute. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Not going to be easy here. Backed up, a long way to go for a first down. Minor penalty will cost the defense 5 yards. Important third down play coming up. And that knee should do it. We have our national champions. They're going to go for it, try to keep the drive going. 4th down and 7. Crucial play here. They go to the air. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. The ball falls to the ground, and we have a national champion. We're the last team standing at the top of the mountain for national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in a national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are officially your kings of college football and national champions, the South Florida Bulls.